Shu-Ha-Ri. Those are 3 stages of knowledge. And again, we're back to the Japanese topics here, the Japanese words, because there's some meaning to the way that they're constructed. And there's 3 parts to gaining knowledge. There's the Shu, which is learning the basics and following only one master. So not getting lost in all the different information out there. Listen to one person and go forward. Learn what would be considered the rules of the fitness or whatever you're trying to master first. You must learn the rules before you can break them. You must learn and follow the rules before you can break them. So that might mean that you're learning to track your calories and see what a calorie is and focusing on protein. And then in the future, you're learning, okay, maybe I can move this around here, borrow from this day, add to that day. There's some flexibility to it. But first, it's about learning the specific rules and following them. A little bit more rigid in the Shu part of the 3 stages of knowledge. And then when you get to the Ha, it's when you start to experiment. It's when you start to learn and integrate new concepts. So maybe you've been following, tracking your nutrition as a whole, awareness, and then you start focusing on adding some protein into the mix. That's the next stage. And you learn the spirit of the rules, because then you can start to understand why you're doing certain things. And then from there, it'll give you some options in the future on how to maybe break the rule if it's necessary, right? And this is where you integrate new concepts. And finally, the Ri, the R-I, it's innovation. It's when you start pulling things into your own path. You start adding things that you're considering and you're learning. And it's you do what you need to because you know the rules and you can break them when you need to break them and you follow them when you need to follow them. There's still guides, but you've learned so much. You've become almost a master at this because all you've learned that you can start to play with it a little bit more. And I'll leave you with one last thing about the Shu-Ha-Ri, and it's from the Tao Te Ching. It's when a student is ready for a teacher, that teacher will appear. But then when a student is truly ready, the teacher will disappear. And that's really what you want to get to in terms of the knowledge. You don't need that teacher anymore. They disappear in a sense because you have learned what you need to learn. You've integrated the concepts and you've started to synthesize it and make it your own. And that's what you need to do in the 3 stages of knowledge in the Shu-Ha-Ri.